the other plane going to Iqaluit.
Okay, yeah.
Regular train is closed.
Woods Farm here. Just arrived in Iqaluit in Nunavut, up in the Canadian North. Here with my buddy Pat. We're just heading up to his house. We're gonna be heading out hopefully tomorrow if everything works out well for our hike, and we're gonna be heading out of town, and if we're lucky, by helicopter, and we are gonna do some hiking and some fishing. So we're just heading to his house now, and we're going to sort out our gear when we get there. Okay, so it's Tuesday morning. We're just doing our final gear check, getting everything ready. Then we'll be heading down to the airport to hook up with the helicopter, and then we'll be heading north out of Iqaluit. So just checking my stuff here. I got 3 maps. 1 to 50 scale topographic maps that start at the lake and they follow our path along the river. I'm taking a set of binoculars just for wildlife and kind of scout ahead. Sort of a luxury item, but they're heavy, but you know, they'll be nice to have. Got a flare pistol with bear bangers. So we're taking this for in the off chance that we do run across a polar bear. We also have a rifle that we're bringing, and I got my compass. And this is all going to get carried in this satchel so I can access it really easily. And the rest of my pack is all set up, ready to go. Okay, so we're just down at the airport. We're waiting for the helicopter pilot to come and pick us up and take us out to the helicopter. So it shouldn't be long now. We'll be up in the air. How does it feel to be alone in the middle of nowhere?
It's awesome. It's surreal.
Okay, so here we are. We're just getting our bearings and kind of just chilling out for a second before we start. We're basically in the middle of Sylvia Grinnell Lake, and we're going to be following the river back into Iqaluit. So we're going to be heading basically south for 5 days, maybe 6 days. So this is
Southwest.
Yeah, you can see the terrain that we got.
It's like being on the moon with snow and water.
Getting geared up.
Setting this up. Complete different terrain.
So we're about 6 kilometers, give or take, maybe 7. Just starting to see the mouth of the river. So we're just off the peninsula and coming through some pretty cool terrain here. It's all rocky and still lots of snow in the low spots. Seen some snowy owls earlier, which was really awesome. We tried to get closer to them, but they were kind of flying from high ground to high ground and watching us at a distance. And then we ended up watching them with the binoculars, and we could see what we think were 2 little chicks up on one of the high knolls. And one of the owls was kind of just sitting beside them watching us. So that was very exciting, and that was what, like an hour in? So now we're just making our way up on some high ground.
This might just get you across.
I agree, I think we should just go around it. Only because God knows how deep that is.
Yeah, I don't want to sink like that.
Yep.
All the rocks are on the ground.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna probe it. There's ice. There's ice.
So we just cut across land a little bit and to make a shortcut, but now we're heading down to the river to check it out. And after we check out the river, we're going to have to head back up on a ridge line for a little while, but so far so good. Weather is amazing. Wind is picking up from time to time, but that's good because there are some mosquitoes around, so the wind's keeping them away. So far so good. Okay, made it down to the river. You can see the view is pretty awesome. I'm just doing a quick map check. Obviously, navigating is pretty easy because we're following the river, but I like looking at the map every once in a while. And we're at a set of rapids, and those are marked on the map. And right now I've got the compass orientating the map to the ground, and I shot a bearing down the river to the next bend, and I've got that laid out on the map, and you can see it basically shoots right down from where we are at the rapids. Right there. Yeah, so that's right roughly where we are, right beside the rapids here. And we're going to go around the bend and then climb up the bank up onto a ridge and then follow the river down and away. So I've come to the conclusion that we're more likely to be killed by a rolling boulder than a polar bear. And the video does not give any scale to this, but that boulder has to be, what, 10 feet high?
We could probably walk to it.
Yeah. It's higher than, it's taller than a man for sure.
It's taller than me.
Yeah. It's massive, and it's just cradling there. Like it looks like it's gonna roll down this hill, you know, tumble down this massive hill into the abyss at any moment. And we're seeing these all over the place. It's just these giant boulders just precariously resting on the edge. So incredible. It's just the scenery is just amazing. I don't know, what do you think? Okay. Keep going this way. Now, I guess I can go through these boulders.
Oh, that's for sure.
So we're averaging about 2 kilometers an hour, but that does account for you know, our 1 hour lunch break, and we're taking, you know, 5-minute water breaks every kilometer or so. But here is a really rough patch, and you can see this is why we're going so slow. This is by far the most dangerous terrain we've been on. It's pretty slow going, and you just got to take it one step at a time. Our real concern is we're pretty far from home, and if one of us rolls an ankle or breaks an ankle, we're going to be in trouble. So we just got to go really, really slow here. That was graceful. So this is pretty interesting. Came across a skull of a caribou. Just a young one, probably like a fawn. And there's some vertebrae around, so I'd say that's a pretty good indication that there's wolves around. And also I'll take an opportunity to just show you, we had to come up this creek here to find a spot to cross, and now we're heading up this really steep incline to try to get back up on the ridge line so we can see the river. Woo.